Oh, good morning. So, how about a day in the life video? What is it that I do during the day? What's my morning routine? And all that kind of stuff. It is currently 7:30 in the morning on a Sunday. And the temperature is 50 degrees outside and 56 degrees inside. So, I guess first of all, when I'm sleeping, I usually like to snuggle up a pillow. This is my sleeping bag. If it's usually 50 or below, I usually pull up my sleeping bag. If not, I just use this cover only. And if it's really cold, like if it's freezing outside, I usually use the sleeping bag along with this cover. I use this cover to kind of block this off right here at the top, so that air doesn't get inside the sleeping bag. And then I always use a beanie to keep my head warm, and also to cover my eyes, because I usually leave this vent open up here where all the light's coming through to allow fresh air to flow through the van. So, and by the way, I'm on a 4 or 5 day weekend getaway at the beach. This is Bolivar Peninsula, which is a little island just northeast, I guess, northeast of Galveston. You have to cross a little ferry to get here. Anyways, let me open the back windows. Got curtains here. These are blackout curtains. Let me open up the back windows. Let me see what's going on out here. And there's all the tankers out there. Now let's take a look out this other window. On this side we got the curtains here on both sides. Move this thing out of the way. Let's see what we got out this window. It looks like it's gonna be sunny. Nice bright sun there. Alright. And here's what the front looks like up here. I got the screens up on all windows, or the window screens. So sometimes I'll throw in some socks because my feet might be cold. That might usually be the first thing I do, but this morning it's only 50 and it's only 56 inside the van. That's not too bad. So first thing I need to do is put away my sleeping gear, and that means my sleeping bag and my blanket. Let's get them all stored away. Okay, once we got that stuff all folded up and put away, it's time to put the bed away. So what we do here now is grab these cushions, bring them up, and then slide the bed in and make sure nothing's blocking the sliding of the bed. Push it in, and I kind of put all this stuff up. And my sleeping attire, usually I'll sleep in, and it's cold weather, a long sleeve shirt and like some sweatpants or something, or pajama bottoms or something like that. Okay, so after I put the bed away, the next thing I usually do is I start my morning coffee. Alright, so coffee, let me get the water out of the way. And these are my clips for the back windows, the curtains, to keep them from moving. I put them up on this bar up here and slide them over, keep the curtains from sliding. And they also keeps them out of the way of the cooking surface. One out of the way. I usually have a wash rag to like wipe up. I have my sink here with running water where I can get a wash rag and kind of wipe down and stuff for the day. Okay, so down here is my cooktop. I keep it stored down here. bring it out and I put it over here. And I keep my propane tanks down here as well. I actually have a spare. Right now I've got an extra one because I'm on a road trip. I can fit 3 propane tanks down in this little storage area down here, and then I have the spare one here. So, connect up my propane. Well, first, I usually like to check this. I have a hose here, an external hose. I usually like to check the hose, make sure it's tight, so we don't have any gas leaks. Connect my propane tank there. I usually kind of tuck it in the corner back there, out of the way. Move this thing forward. I usually, when I sleep at night, I put my backpacks up on the fridge. So I move them out of the way. And then my coffee pot and all my food and things are stored down here. So my coffee pot's back here. And my, I forget what you call it, the filter thing. Filters, coffee container. And then of course all my food and everything's down here as well. Okay. Coffee pot. Cup to drink out of. So the way I used to do it, I used to get like a cup and a quarter or a cup and a half of water. Oops. And there's my water container down there. So I'll pump out. I'm actually getting kind of low on water. It's only got about a gallon in here, but let's go ahead. I'm gonna go and pump about a cup and a quarter out of here. Cup and a half maybe. And whenever I do like a cup and a half, what I normally do with that is I don't use it all. So whatever's left, I use the hot water to kind of do a nice little wipe down if I don't have it. Like I'm at the beach, so I don't have a shower near me right now. So I use like just even a half a cup of water, hot water, to kind of rinse myself off for the day. I don't think I'll show that process this morning. I'll spare you. Start that thing up, get it going, and I have this vent here. So what I usually like to do after I start the fire, I usually try and suck out some of the gas there. Give it a minute to suck some of that out, and we wait for water to boil. I'll check the weather here and see what it looks like today, so I have an idea what kind of clothes I need to wear today. So it's currently 55. Like I said, I'm in Port Bolivar Peninsula. Let's see if that shows up. It might be backwards, but okay. So it's 55. The high today is going to be 61. So I'm thinking shorts and long sleeve probably will do the trick. So up here is my clothing. Okay, so my coffee is ready. So from this point, I usually decide if it's really cold, I'll you know, throw on some socks and some maybe a jacket, and just kind of relax until if the sun's out, the sun heats the van up a little bit, and I'll usually do something on, you know, checking emails and do things like that to kind of spend some time while I'm waiting for the van to heat up. Or I'll pull the heater out if it's really cold. But like today, it's only 51 outside. It's currently 60 inside the van because I've been running the cooktop there, so that heated it up a little bit. So 60 is fine. I feel good. So since it feels good in here, I think today I'll go ahead and pick out my clothes for the day, and and then make some breakfast. Morning clothes selection, what to wear today? Well, first let me get my jacket out of here. I'll probably put this on until I warm up, until it warms up a little bit more. I got another jacket in here, and these are my rolled up shirts. I usually roll them up because it just it kind of makes it where you can, it seems like you can fit more than folding. Got jeans over here, shorts. I got some sweatpants and things here, and I usually keep my long sleeve shirts on the outside area. Towels are back in the corner with some belts and things back there. So what I usually do in the morning is I figure out, well, like today it's gonna be a little bit cool, so I'm probably gonna go with a long sleeve with maybe a short sleeve over it. So I'm gonna pick like this little black long sleeve here as like an undershirt to help keep me warm. And then I'll go with I'll go with this green guy. So wear this green shirt with it, over it, and then I'm gonna go with a pair of shorts. And I actually have a pair of shorts that I was wearing yesterday, so I'm gonna go and throw those on. No sense in, you know, dirtying up another pair of shorts. Well, and then we also need to pick, I've got my socks and underwear I keep in this basket under the bed. So I'll grab a pair of underwear and a clean pair of socks. And I'll also get another wash rag out for the day. Keep myself clean during the day. Okay, so this will be my outfit for the day. Okay, so now I'm all dressed. But what you didn't see is I used the hot water out of the coffee pot there, the kettle there. I use that with a wash rag, hot water, and I use that to kind of wipe myself down for the day. Like I said, I don't have a shower in this van. I usually use a gym membership, or you know, find other showers, friends, or I'll on the road, truck stops, things like that. But you know, when you're out at the beach like this, I just use something like this. Now, a lot of people use wipes, like body wipes, which is, I guess, fine. My problem with body wipes is, number one, you have to keep buying them. They're very flimsy. You know, they break up while they don't do a very good job of scrubbing, in my opinion. So I just like to use wash rags, and I have like 50 of them. So you know, you get some hot water on there and you wipe yourself down. You can even, you know, I even sometimes do a in the van shower, basically, where, you know, I use 3 wash rags. So the first one is hot water, you kind of wipe yourself down, and then the second one is hot water with soap, you scrub yourself, and the third one is water again, and you come through and wipe all the soap off, and then you dry yourself off. So I mean, it can be done. You don't have to go to the shower. You know, you can keep cleaning the van easily. So far, I don't think any of my friends have complained about me smelling. I don't know. Have to ask them. Kind of after I get dressed, it's kind of, well, usually first thing I do in the morning is I think about my power. Where am I at? Is the sun up? Am I starting to bring in power or not? So I can start charging my electronics. Like right now, my phone's at 51%. So my batteries are currently at 13.98 voltage, and we're bringing in 3.5 amps right now from solar panels. And it's a little bit after 8 a.m. right now. So I have an inverter here that's plugged into my socket down there. And I just kind of plug in all, well, it depends. I plug in the important devices, like internet first. That's the main thing to get that thing plugged in, which I use this device. It's an AT&T Wi-Fi hotspot, and I use NetBuddy as the internet service provider for this. We are currently at 33%, so that's like the first thing I like to do is get all my while my coffee's cooling off over here. I like to get all my gadgets plugged in and start charging things up. And this is what it looks like in the morning as I start plugging things in. Right now I've got an iPad, an iPhone, a watch, and my internet all plugged in right now. I only have 4 USB slots. So I got those 4 guys in. We're still reading 13.59 volts, and we're still bringing in almost 2 amps with all these things plugged in. Okay, so I'm going to grab a bowl out. I'm just going to do kind of a cereal. But I don't like to carry milk because milk takes up a lot of room in the fridge, and I don't know, I just always having to deal with milk expiring on you and stuff. So what I do is, instead of milk, I'll go with a yogurt for a cereal. So today I'm using a honey vanilla Greek yogurt, and I'll get like 2 scoops of it in a bowl. Maybe 3, because it looks like I'm down to the end of this. Probably just gonna finish this up. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this up. Okay, I guess it's gonna be a lot of yogurt. Okay. Throw that away. Okay, so I put my yogurt in a little bowl. So this kind of acts like the milk. I stir it up. And this morning I have, I'm just gonna do cereal. So this morning for cereal I've got, what's this cereal called? It's called Great Grains. And I kind of do a mixture. They've got 3 or 4 different flavors. And I just kind of do a mixture, pour them in here and shake it up real good. And so it gives me some different flavors. And I'll pour a little bit of that on top of the yogurt. And I like to, like I said before, I like to keep, if I open a container, I like to kind of, or a box or something, I like to put it in a container like this to help keep it fresh, and to you know, keep things, little insects and stuff, from getting into it. Now, what I do next with that cereal is I will top it off with some nut mixture. And today's nut mixture is omega-3 trail mix. It's got cranberries, walnuts, almonds, pecans, things like that. And I usually like to just grab a handful of this and sprinkle it on top. So this is my easy meal when I'm like, I'm gonna do some things. I'm trying to get out of here so we can go get some things done. And it's just easy. So then you kind of stir it up, stir the cereal and the nuts in with the yogurt, and that's what you got. Usually if I'm in a city doing urban stealth camping and I made breakfast and things, I would be eating inside the van. Now today I'm at the beach, so I kind of want to go set my chair up outside and eat and enjoy the sun coming up and things like that. But let me go and show you how that would look though if I was in the city. So I would still have my curtains closed. I don't know if I'd have all my shades up, but I have my curtains closed to you know, keep people from looking in the van. I have tinted windows, so what I would do is I would pull my little office desk nightstand combo thing over here, where I have all my things charging. I'll move a few things out of the way. So this becomes like a little nightstand here, or a breakfast table, I guess you can say. And what I'll usually do here is grab my iPad, and I subscribe to a couple different services, Netflix, and I'm an Amazon Prime member, and YouTube TV. So a lot of times I'll just kind of pull up YouTube TV here, and I can check the news, or you know, or I can go on YouTube and watch some videos or whatever. But this is kind of my spot. I'll kind of prop up some pillows here, or I can lean up against my seat right there, and I'll just kind of chill here. Have my little TV going there. My coffee's still over there. I'll grab that in a minute, but then just kind of chill here and have breakfast. Well, one of the cool things about doing a simple cereal breakfast is there's a lot less to clean, you know, as opposed to doing eggs and bacon and whatever, or pancakes, something like that. So I've just got a couple things to clean here. Let me show you how I handle that in the morning. I have a little switch down here that turns the water pump off and on. So right now it's off, and I flick the switch and it turns on, and the switch is right down here by my hand. Okay, so pull up the sleeves here and let's get some dishes washed here. I've got 2 spoons basically. My coffee dilly, I still don't remember the name for this. And just kind of, you know, scrub my stuff. A little bit of water splashes around a bit. It's all right. And then, you know, you want to be conservative on your water. So you, this completely out, that brings a lot of water. You just, if you barely do it, you get a lot less water flow. I've got a 1 gallon per minute water pump, but that's at full blast. So, so that guy's clean. So anyways, basically, this is me cleaning dishes. I'm sure you don't want to see all this, so maybe I'll continue recording it, but I'll fast forward through this maybe. Well, it's 69 degrees out there now. It's not bad. And it's 66 inside. I don't know if you can see that from there. Probably not, but. Okay, so that's the dishes. Kind of wipe down the sink, release the pressure on that. I put my towel here to dry, and I just gotta put my dishes away. So at this point, it's decision time. What am I gonna do for my day? I'm self-employed. I run an e-commerce business, which means I sell products online. So all I really need is internet access to be able to kind of run the business. It's not your typical job where you got to get up and be somewhere at a certain time. I can run it anytime, at nighttime, daytime. I can work 7 days a week. I can work 3 days a week, whatever. I mean, the harder I work, usually the more money I make. But so today. So each morning I get up and it's a decision as to what I'm going to do and where I'm going to be. So let's say I was in a city doing urban camping, and I woke up and I did my morning routine probably at my overnight sleeping spot. You know, as long as I keep quiet, I'm not worried about what's going on around me. But if it's time to get some work done, I don't like to be in the sleep spot for that. So usually, it's time to figure out where I'm going to go. So my choices are, if I'm in a city situation, to either go to a coffee shop and kind of do some work from there. A lot of it has to do with the temperature. Is it really cold? Well, I don't want to be in the van if it's really cold, and I'm urban camping, because I can just go to a coffee shop and hang out for a number of hours and get some things done, at least until it warms up. And I'm in Houston, Texas, so it's not all that cold here. So I can go to a coffee shop. If the weather's okay, I can work out of the van. Or maybe I can go to a park or a library. But let's say today, even though I'm at the beach right now, but let's say I was at an urban camping situation. I woke up and the temperatures are nice. I decided that I'm gonna work out of the van today, and I'm just gonna go to a park somewhere and just kind of park in a parking space. So I wanted to show you what I do as far as I basically set my office up. So this little desk here is my office, but I have a reversible passenger seat which I can turn around. First, I'm going to kind of get this out of my way so I can get up here, pull my curtain back. Now remember, we're now at a park, so it doesn't really matter if I'm not trying to stay stealth. I'm not worried about people walking by on the sidewalk and looking in and going, oh, that guy's sleeping in his van, because, well, just now I'm just a guy at a park in a van. Still maybe a little bit creepy, but oh well. So since I'm no longer in my stealth camping spot, my urban camping spot, I can go and take the windows down here, the window coverings. And these things just kind of fold up, and I slide them in between my seat and the passenger door. But first, I'll put them up here. Now I will leave this front one up because it helps keep the glare off my iPad when I'm working over here. So, yeah, over here I have my laundry bag that sits on the floor. So what I do is I like to always, you push the seat up a little bit and tilt it, and then I've got a lever here for my swivel, and I just kind of turn the seat. I got to bring it up more. Oh, my shoes are in the way. All right. So you turn the seat around like that, and always move it to the forward position, and then tilt it some. Okay, so now I get into the seat here, and I can slide. Let me move this water off, it's gonna fall. Slide my desk into place, and I slide it in between my two seats here. Like that. And then let me unplug my iPad so it'll... Okay, and then this little desktop slides out. It gives me a little work surface here, a little place I can do some work. I also have this little leaf here that I can add on and give myself more desk space if I need it. Kind of slides into place there. And then I have this whole working area. And what's cool is I can just kind of sit back, and I got the view out the window. I can look out the back windows side, and I've got good headroom, and it's relaxing. And you know, this is where I can get my work done on a day where it's a nice temperature. Like today is a nice temperature. So, but now let's talk about if I was at a campsite, like this is a beach campsite, like a place like this. I might want to set up the my chair, which is right here. My chair, and I've got a little table. I can set that up outside and set up a little office on the exterior of the van. If it's not too windy, if the sun is just right, because if it's too sunny, I won't even be able to see what's going on my iPad. So I'd have to figure out some sort of a cover, an umbrella or something. Okay, so now I'm outside the van on the beach, and this is an awesome spot to chill and hang out, but it's not the greatest spot to like get some work done because it's just so bright right now that you really can't. I've got my iPad set to the highest settings, and it just wouldn't be a good work location. But I mean, it's pretty kick butt. I'll let you take a look. Yes, that's the little spot there. The van open. Got the iPad set up there. The chair. Nice breeze coming in. Fairly peaceful, only a few cars passing by. It is a Sunday though, so you expect more traffic on the weekends, but. So one of the cool things about having the sink set up here in the back is I can also, like I was just washing dishes on the inside, I can also wash dishes and do things on the outside. So I had my coffee that I had earlier, so now I can I got the little switch right here. I just reach in and click on, and I can sit here and wash dishes from the outside too. Little more room to move, you know, while you're washing dishes. It definitely gets a little bit cramped inside the van, so it's nice to be able to open it up like this and handle things from the outside. And brush my teeth outside too. Woohoo! Well, let me give you a look at the outside here, what I'm looking at from this side. The sink setup. You may have already seen this from my other videos, but so this is what I was talking about earlier. This is my, I got two 6-gallon water tanks, and I've got a freshwater tanks, and I've got 1-gallon gray, 7-gallon gray water tank. Well, hey, let me give you a quick look around my beach camp here. There's my spot. I'm about 10 feet away from the start of the sand dunes. I've got my own trash can there, which it's currently full, but are pretty full. But I've been walking down to the other one and putting stuff in there. There's the setup. And then we got the beach over here. There's my daytime chill setup. Now, okay, so now we switched over to the GoPro camera. It's a GoPro Hero 6. So let's fire up the engine. So normally this would have been, I did my morning routine and then I fire up my engine and I head out to my location for the day, whether that's a library, if I'm just gonna go hang out with friends, or if I'm gonna go to a coffee shop, or go, you know, get some work done in a park. But since this is a Sunday and we're kind of chilling today, we're at the beach and we're on Bolivar Peninsula, and we're gonna head across the ferry over to Galveston Island. I'll show you all around there a little bit. There is one sketchy area on the way out of here. Hopefully it's dried up by now. But the sand is pretty well packed on the way out, but right at the entrance exit up here, it's pretty muddy. I may jump out and get a close-up view of that. So here we are coming up on the, looks like a couple and their dog that looks like they tent camped last night. That's pretty cool. Had an Astros cap on. All right, way to go, way to go. So let's see, there's a silver van off to the left. There's a guy sleeping in that. I saw him laying in his bed yesterday. There's a couple other vans out there, I'm not sure about them. And then there's a big old RV, looks like a Class C, kind of straight ahead to the right a little bit. Currently going about 12 miles per hour. Oh, there's a guy fishing off to the right, big fishing pole. Okay, so I'm going to pass over this little area here, and then I will probably hop out and get a look at the exit here. So this is called Bolivar Flats. The side I went to, when you get in, you can go left or right. I went right, which is you're required to have a permit. It costs $10 per year for the permit, and then you could overnight or park here as much as you want. All right, I'm gonna get a quick shot of this sand over here. All right, so here's a look. Not too bad today, really. Yesterday it was nasty. Yeah, so if we head over this side, it's kind of muddy right there. It's very soft, but we can make it through no problem. Looks a little shady though. But we made it in and out yesterday, no problem, so hopefully it'll be no problem today. Okay, let's get through this stuff. I'll be staying here again tonight, so that means I got to cross back through here again. So we're going to kind of angle it over here, kind of go a little bit fast to get through the little section. Very slippery there. Woo! Not fun, not fun. Okay, we made it through the tough part. Yeah, they need to come out and flatten that out some, pack it in a little better.
apparently a ferry there. We might be able to get on one without having to wait. Let's see. Let's see if he tells me which line to go to. So I'm going to lane 2. And it looks like I'm the only one over here. Man, I don't like being first. Because that... Well, let's see. The sun's on that side. I bet I'm going to be parked in the shade. I like parking in the sun. So my solar panels keep getting power, and also I can get some better pictures. Oh, he's telling me to go on. Oh, he wants me to stop. Oh, cool, I get to go on. Alright, so they're waving me over here. Speed limit 7. And here we are entering the ferry. They're waiting on me. Come on up here, my friend. Okay, I'm on the sun side, good. Get up behind this car. Alrighty. Starting to move us now. I'm going to get her started up. They're doing the inside line first, and then looks like they're going to probably do the middle line, our line next. All right, let's roll out. Oh, I got to put it in gear. My bad. I didn't have it in gear. I'm like, why won't it go? Alright. Okay, Galveston city limit, 47,743.